All right, let's get into it. So the importance of dating and date types. Why people stay together for the kids, and it's not what you think. Why men are not leading in their home.
I'm Cass.
I'm Kathryn.
Not so obvious ways to get the sex back.
So when you dated your husband in the beginning, did you ever answer the door with your hair all crazy? We're MorrowMarriage.
Let's flip divorce statistics with the new marriage.
Welcome to the MorrowMarriage podcast, where we are breaking the new marriage out into the world. We're in 17 countries at the time of recording this. Just about 4,000 people, I think, maybe just over, with the two of us, between men and women. And man, we're on fire. And it's because we don't believe in the bullshit that's out there, the way that society teaches you to show up in marriage. We actually believe you're not even able to get into a relationship. You just don't have the skills. We're not taught in school. Our parents don't know anything. We take those same lessons. We try to do the opposite, or take the ones we learn, and we just ruin everything. And it's getting worse. And the reason why it's worse is because everyone in the world is telling you it's okay to quit. When we came back from the worst of marriages, we don't understand why you'd quit. You'd be coasting. All right, let's get into it. So the importance of dating and date types. Now, this is massive. How many times, honey, have you heard, well, I can't date. We have no childcare. I can't date. We have no family here. I can't date. We have no money. I can't date because, my partner doesn't want to date. I can't. Listen to me for 1 second. We lost a 7-figure gym during COVID. We didn't have any money. Oh, by the way, it was COVID. We couldn't go anywhere. Oh, wait, if we could, do we have anybody that could watch our kids? Oh my gosh, her family lives on the East Coast and my family's fucking nuts, so we don't talk to them. So wait a minute, how do we date? We figured it out. Let's get into it, guys. The importance of dating. Why? You go, honey. I talk a lot. What is the importance of dating?
Oh my gosh, I think it increases that connection. You'll hear me, I will sound like a broken record when I talk to you guys, because it's all about connection. Having that connection between the two of you, because everything is better when you're connected. From conflict is easier when you're connected. Good things like intimacy, obviously, better when you're connected. Regular communication and conversation, better when you're connected. Friendship, better when you're connected. Everything is better when you're connected. Making decisions,
Goals.
hard decisions, goals,
Life,
parenting,
fun.
Life, marriage. Everything is better when you're connected. And so when you go on dates, it's this time that you set aside just for the two of you, whether you're going out and doing something at home, doing something together. Somebody just called this a date. Somebody really recently said, you guys get to sit for X amount of minutes or hours every single week and just to talk. We're basically talking to each other. We're talking to you guys, but you guys aren't here at the time of filming. So we're just talking together.
Because some of the stuff we have never even addressed in our marriage before. We just moved forward with the skills that we learned.
Yeah.
And some of it is just...
we've never had a full-on conversation. So sometimes the first time we're ever talking about something is in front of you guys. And so it's like we're on a date. It's a connection point.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us.
And usually you date when your children are either you're out or your children are asleep. So another really big piece of what's good, I won't, of what's good is that you're not with your children, who they can cause emotions to be overwhelmed and bubbling over, and they can cause conflict that isn't even really there because you're frustrated and you're stressed, or at least I am. And when you're dating, when it's just the two of you, you can have family dates too, but
family dates are important, but that's not what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about dating.
Your marriage comes before your parenting. You guys have to understand that. Too many people, we did a whole episode on that. Too many people prioritize their children. They're my life. Yeah, listen, you still have to remember your kids are moving out. It's just the end of the story. That's it. Okay, now let's get into it. So, men, she brought up such a valid point. Get her out of mom mode. A lot of guys want to have, this isn't so many resources that are just sex related only, okay? But like, if you want her out of mom mode, because why? Because if she's focused on being a mom, by the way, if she thinks like she's your mom, she's still a mom mode, dates won't be fun. So there's partnership stuff. There's a lot there. But the point is, you need to get her away from that. Like, some of you guys want the most radical, wild sex, and you're just like, why do you think she's saying that? I'm just not into it anymore. Like, it's because she's a mom. That's it. That she's looking at the kids. Like those are the loves of her life. That's what you used to say. Got my new loves in my life. She needs to be able to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. They sing the karaoke every day. Go for it. Check it out. It's still there in the book. Somebody will do it every night. I did my phone, not my mic, but anyway. So, okay. The importance of dating beyond connection and getting her out of mom mode is really that you should want to get to know your partner again. Most of you are so far gone and so far removed from knowing who your partner
Cass
is.
asked me what my favorite color was the other day.
Yeah, because
He just wanted to know. He's like, hey, babe,
things
what's
change.
your favorite color these days?
Yeah,
Just out of the blue. And I was like, huh.
things
Yellow.
change. You need to know your partner. Like every decade, you're a new person. And I know a lot of you
I
will
heard
defend
every
that,
5
but
years.
could be every 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going with every decade, but a lot changes all the time. And so you need to be constantly getting to know your partner. If you don't know how to do that, we'll get into the date types after, but like start with just being curious. That's one of the reasons if you watched last episode with stat response, curiosity is a part of that. Like you need to get to know what's going on with who your partner is and who they really are, you know? And when you do that, then you get more connected, like you were talking about, right? And you can build on all this stuff. Anything else you can think of for the importance of dating besides those?
Nothing off the top of my head, no.
Okay. I think there's one more thing, and that it's just a break from life. If you're with your best friend and you are connecting, it's a break from life. And that's even hard for us. Like we both love what we do so much. We both love the kids. You know, we both love like a lot of distractions, but we're best friends. And so, you know, if we want to have that connection, we need to have the time together. Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So how do you do it? Well, let's first talk about, okay, we won't get to excuses yet. Like I was talking about when you don't have childcare.
Oh, right.
Let's work our way through it. So the first thing, sorry, I call it mini date, not a home date, mini date. Like we spend at least 3 to 5 minutes a day overall. Sometimes that's like 3 minutes. Sometimes that's like 30 seconds a bunch of times. Connecting could be an embrace, could be a quick conversation, could be a quick check-in, could be a quick dance. It could be whatever, right? And oh, do you want something? We'll maybe eat a quick snack together. And it's like literally like pick some chicken off the roasted chicken thing together. Like super fast, check in, right? That's a mini date. These are important, guys. You can even make it micro mini dates, or micro dates. I never thought of that before, but we do it all the time too. We walk past each other in the hall and we squeeze each other's hand.
Yeah,
Hey,
we do
babe.
that a lot.
Yeah. Or
So one thing that
Mhm.
you've started to do that I really love in the morning, because we have staff all over the world, when we get up in the morning, whether it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., he has to work right away, almost always. And so he has to balance the family and working. But one of the things that you've started to do, I don't know if you've realized, you're probably doing it consciously, but I've really enjoyed it, is he'll stop when I sit on the coffee,
don't sit on
to
the
have my
coffee. Whatever
couch.
she does, don't sit on the coffee.
Don't do that. When I sit on the couch to have my coffee, he'll come and he'll sit next to me. Even if we're both working on our phones, he'll come sit next to me. So we're, you know, our bodies are touching. We might still be working, and then we'll take a moment and not be working, just have our coffees together and listen to the children scream. It's really lovely. But it's one of those just one of those small things that you can do to connect with your partner.
So mini, or we'll call it even micro dates, which I don't have in the reset, but we'll go with it today. So those are really, really important. So that's the foundational stuff. Okay. Then we get to home dates. Just make those longer. You know, some of you have zero idea. So we like to watch reality shows. There's a whole lesson I can give men on that, but you learn to love them. But anyway, the thing is, whatever you're doing, don't just do TV too. Like we'll stop and talk. We'll play the guitar. Whatever it is that you're doing, you could put on a YouTube video and dance. I know a lot of my guys like to do that. Like
we've been reading our Bible.
Yeah, there's lots. Like you spend the time. We're doing a course together right now. So, I was thinking it was this podcast. No, it was somewhere else we were talking about that. We'll often do something where we're learning together. These are home dates. This is stuff we figured out during COVID.
Yeah, you don't have to get dressed up and go out for dinner. You can, and I'm sure you're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we will.
But you don't have
Yep.
to. It's just things that you do together, intentionally spending time together.
That's right. And so we do all of these things, like the mini dates, micro dates. Sure, the kids might be around, right? We take a minute. We explain to them if they want us what we're doing. We try to do the home dates, obviously, when they're not around, because otherwise it's a family date, right? Okay. But spend some time together, connecting. And we're not talking about things like she's scrolling on the phone, he's scrolling on the phone, he's working too much. Today, we're not talking about that. This is just what I want you to strive for. Okay. The next thing would be actual dates. Get her out of the house. Get him out of the house, right? So you go somewhere, whatever it is that you want to do. I don't know. Figure it out.
Like the stereotypical date.
Yeah.
You go out.
Dinner. We're going to go to an escape room soon. I've got a whole bunch of ideas I'm going to get you here for Christmas.
We're having a date this afternoon. We're going to go do some Christmas shopping. We're
Yeah,
having a
we
date.
turn it into
We're going
a
to have
date.
some
That's right.
appetizers. We're going to go do some shopping for the kids. We're going to go do some shopping for us.
That's
Date.
right. You make whatever it is that you like to do fun and go do it. And guys, again, if you don't know your partner, this is a great way to get to know your partner. By the way, home dates, if you don't know your partner, you don't know what questions to ask, Gottman card decks, or just Google dating questions app. Or
The paired app, the Gottman card.
yeah,
the
there's
Gottman
so
card
many.
deck.
I think I
Yeah.
give 5 to my guys in my course. Like, so you can learn what your partner likes, and then you can go do those things. Research what events are going on at your town. Research, because that's such a different way. It's not just has to be dinner or the winery or the bar or whatever people do, but you can try to make it more creative. We do lots of creative stuff when we go on dates, and people are like, "Huh, that's a good idea." Like, yeah, because we just figure out what to do in the city, what's going on this time of year in the city, things like that. Okay, those are dates. Then you can do overnights. Okay, you can go actually spend a night out. Oh, I can't. Hold up. This excuse I am going to cover. Okay, don't have childcare. Kathryn is brilliant. She goes into moms groups. I've never done it for men, so I don't know if there's men's group that you can do this, but you can go into moms groups and you find babysitters all the time. You find one around the corner from our house. You find another one down the road. You find moms
I
that
have a
can exchange
sixth
kids.
sense for babysitters.
Yeah, but you can learn the
You can
sixth
learn the
sense.
sixth sense.
She goes into Facebook groups
Yep.
in her town, in the community, and finds help. Then we have somebody for childcare. She always interviews them first, working interview.
Yeah,
We
if
have
you're
cameras in the
uncomfortable leaving
house.
your kids, just make sure that you are comfortable, because there are people out there that you can trust your kids with.
That's right. And then
If I can do it, you can do
yeah,
it.
that's very true.
Yeah.
And then from there, then you can go overnight. And yes, it's an extra hotel room, but you can have them in an adjoining room or a room a couple doors down with the babysitters in the room. We usually get 2 because we have the 3 kids,
Mhm.
right? If possible.
So if you have a babysitter, pay the babysitter and her best friend.
Mhm.
Get them a room. The kids and the babysitters have one room, whether it's, like he said, an adjoining room or down the hall. And then you guys have your own room. And there's boundaries to your room. The kids don't come into your room. The babysitters don't come into your room. This is your space for that night or for the weekend. You want to see the kids? You go see the kids. This is your room. This is your time.
That's right.
I actually said, do not knock on the door unless someone's bleeding or the room is on fire.
That's right. Exactly. Perfect. Now we also go visit the kids, but then we leave and we go. Like,
go take them for lunch.
That's right.
Like, you don't have to just give away your kids for the whole night or for the weekend or anything. You can find something that you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And then of course you can do weekends. You can do weeks away. We're not ready for weeks away yet, but that's just
Our kids are all
prerogative.
under the age of 4.
Yeah. So your prerogative, right? But that's it, guys. It's really simple. You need to date your partner, and we can handle on another episode all about the ways to overcome your partner rejecting the dates, not wanting to do these things. But that's
Whole other
conversation. For now, hopefully you'll be inspired to realize the excuses you're making aren't real. Again, broke during COVID, no family support, no childcare, no kids that could watch your kids. You can find a way, and I encourage you to do it because, man, we have fun.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time.
See you.